Good morning, this is Send 7 World News in 7 minutes. I'm Stephen Devincenzi. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of April, 2024. Starting in Asia and Oceania today. In Australia, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has called US billionaire Elon Musk arrogant after Musk criticised a decision by the Australian Federal Court that said that Twitter must remove video footage of a recent knife attack in a church in Sydney. Musk said that the Australian court was making requirements of Twitter that go beyond the Australian border. Albanese said that Musk was an arrogant billionaire who thinks he is above the law.
Well, this guy is showing his arrogance. He's a billionaire over there in the United States who thinks he's above Australian law. This isn't about censorship, it's about common sense and common decency, and Elon Musk should show some.
Taiwan has been hit by hundreds of small earthquakes that are considered aftershocks from the large earthquake on the 3rd of April. The biggest earthquake yesterday was 6.1 magnitude and hit at 2:30 in the morning, with another of 5.8 magnitude hitting at 8 a.m. In Malaysia, 2 Navy helicopters collided with each other yesterday, killing 10 crew members. In Japan, there was a very similar crash between 2 Navy helicopters on the weekend, with the 8 members of crew missing and presumed dead. Americas. In the United States, pro-Palestinian demonstrators were arrested at Yale University and New York University yesterday after protesters refused to move. Columbia University has moved all of its classes online because of the disruption of pro-Palestine protests. In Peru, a woman has become the first person to die from euthanasia after years of court battles trying to gain permission for her medically assisted death. Psychologist Ana Estrada had an incurable disease that left her extremely weak and confined to bed. Since 2016, she was trying to gain permission for euthanasia, which is illegal in Peru. However, a Supreme Court decision in 2022 said that she could decide when to die, and that doctors who help her would not be punished. Euthanasia is currently only legal in 9 countries: the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Spain, Portugal, Canada, New Zealand, Colombia, and most recently, Ecuador, which legalized assisted dying this year. Africa. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, there have been celebrations to mark the return of a statue from the colonial era. The statue from the 1930s depicts a Belgian officer who was killed by native Congolese people, and the statue recently returned to the Congo after a US museum agreed to displaying it in the Congo for 6 months. Close to Djibouti, at least 16 people have died after a migrant boat sank, according to the United Nations Migration Agency. Migrants, often from Ethiopia, sometimes try to cross from Djibouti to Yemen with the hope of reaching Saudi Arabia or other Gulf states. Europe. North Macedonia has a presidential election today. Most opinion polls show a close race between current President Stevo Pendarovski of the Socialist Party and opposition leader Gordana Siljanovska, the same race as in 2019. In Ukraine, Russia used missiles and drones to hit many parts of the country yesterday, including the capital Kyiv, the northern region of Sumy, and the southern region of Odessa, where children were injured in a drone strike. In the second largest city, Kharkiv, a major TV tower broke in half and collapsed after being hit by a missile. President Volodymyr Zelensky said that the attack on Kharkiv's television tower was part of an effort by Russia to make Kharkiv uninhabitable. The United Kingdom announced a new package of over £500 million worth of military assistance for Ukraine yesterday, including long-range missiles. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak visited Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk in Poland yesterday, where he announced the new package for Ukraine.
Donald, I want to thank you and President Duda for your leadership in supporting Ukraine. We have stood beside them for 2 years, but this is the moment for us militarily to go further, and today I announced an extra £500 million of additional support to Ukraine to provide more help on the battlefield and defend against the relentless Russian bombardment.
Between France and the United Kingdom, 5 people, including a child, have died while trying to cross into the UK on a small boat. On Monday night, the UK Parliament declared Rwanda a safe country, which should allow the UK to deport people there. The government says that this policy will reduce the number of people trying to cross into the UK in small boats. Spanish beer Estrella Damm is building a brewery in the United Kingdom. When it is ready, it will be the first time that Estrella Damm is brewed outside of Spain. And in Belgium, a man has been cleared of drink driving after it was found that his body produces its own alcohol. The man had been found to have been driving under the influence of alcohol several times, despite saying that he had not drunk anything. Doctors have since confirmed that he suffers from a rare condition in which his stomach produces ethanol from sugar, which can make him drunk. The man also works in a brewery, something that his lawyer said was an unfortunate coincidence. Listeners, we are very happy to say that Professor Matt Abrahams from Stanford University has chosen this podcast as one of his favourite podcasts for English language learners. Matt is the host of the Think Fast, Talk Smart podcast, which is one of the world's most popular podcasts about language and communication. I will leave a link to that in the show notes. And a note for Send 7 supporters, we are planning on releasing worksheets for people who are practicing English. If you go to the transcripts page today, there is a prototype worksheet, so one that I'm still working on. Please have a look, use it, and let me know what you think by email. That is on the transcripts page for our supporters to see. Tomorrow you will be with Juliet Martin. Have a great day.